Hi everybody. Today at the Young's house, Gina Young's going to show you all how easy it is to make a spectacular tuna melt. Have you ever tasted a tuna melt? If you haven't, you are in for a treat. When I tell you they taste good, here's the thing. If you love tuna salad, you're going to absolutely love a tuna melt because it has melted cheese all over it and you kind of turn it into a grilled cheese sandwich. This recipe is for you. Your family and friends is going to love it. Here's what you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need your tuna. Now, I'm using 4 small cans of tuna, but I have it in a colander, in a strainer right now. It's sitting in my sink because when I make tuna salad, I have to make sure that it's drained very well. Whether you're using the kind of tuna that comes in the water or you're using the kind that comes in the oil, be sure to drain it. That's going to make or break how delicious your tuna tastes, right? Because you don't want it to be watery. You're going to eat your favorite bread, just some good bread that you can grill up, okay? I have a nice honey wheat bread that we love to eat here at the Young's house. Your favorite mayonnaise. I'm not going to suggest that you're using a sweet mayonnaise. Yes, we love it. We all love it. But just use a savory one for this recipe, okay? I'm going to be using an interesting cheese today. Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is going on these tuna melts. Now, typically when I make it, I'll use like a yellow American, but I wanted to give it a nice little twist today. It's Friday. Let's twist it up a little bit, right? So now I'm going to use some beautiful onion, a little bit of celery, okay? Because when I have tuna salad, you got to have that crunch and that freshness of the celery and a tiny bit of onions. And we're making up some Kool-Aid today. It's Friday night. We got to make a big jug of Kool-Aid. Absolutely. And so my spices is going to be salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and a pinch or 2 of sugar. When I make tuna salad, I always put a pinch or 2 of sugar in it. It really balances out all the savoriness that we're putting into the recipe. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make tuna melts Gina Young style. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. So it's literally 75 degrees outside and I can't believe it. I'm ready to start. I am, but I know it sounds silly because tomorrow it'll be snowing up to our head here, right? I was getting ready, so I'm ready to start planting the flowers. Start planting the flowers and sweeping up the mulch and doing all the things, but I better wait because like I said, the weather where I live, oh my, it's wild. Because really, it will be snow up to my head and icicles coming down the front door. So we'll wait on that. We'll wait at least until the middle of May. First thing I want to go ahead and do while my tuna is still draining is let's go ahead and chop up some fresh veggies, which in our case is this lovely celery and some beautiful onion. I'm not using a lot because I'm not making a whole bunch, right? What are y'all having today? Today is Friday. So for dinner today, I really think we're going to do like Chinese takeout or pizza because I have nothing took out of the freezer. I can't think of what I want to have. Nobody spoke of what they want. So usually when it's a day like that, we're doing takeout. And that would typically be pizza or Chinese for a Friday night, you know. I feel like when you order Chinese, you got to make sure you get enough, right? Because it's like as soon as you eat it, like an hour later, I can be hungry again. It's something with the Chinese takeout that, like I said, I feel like once I eat it, an hour later, I want more. So we make sure we order enough. All right, look at this. I'm going to make sure that I chop just this one celery stalk down super fine. I feel like nobody wants to bite down into a big, huge piece of celery or that fresh onion. So I'm going to do what I can to make it nice and fine pieces, just like so. I'm pretty sure my tuna is drained well enough. So we're going to make our way over to the sink to grab that tuna. Like I said, I'm using 4 cans today, and whatever's left over, we can just use it to, you know, scoop it up with some crackers. Now, if I'm just making a tuna salad and I'm not turning it into a tuna melt, I always put boiled eggs in mine, you know. So this will be without the boiled eggs, of course, but we're going to give it all the flavor that we can. Lovely. There's that. Just a tiny bit of onion. Okay, I want to know what y'all are having today, this Friday evening. Let's see, the time is 4:09 and I'm moving in the right direction. I'm just now getting started today with my first video of the day. And then I have about maybe 15 smaller videos that I'm going to be doing. I should be getting done with my day pretty early. I should be. So I'm a little behind, but I feel like I'm doing okay because I'm just doing one of these YouTubes today. All right, lovely with the onions. Let's grab our tuna. So I don't have a light for recording because it's broken. So I'm waiting on my light to come. It should be a couple of days. So I'm hoping that these videos that I'm doing for you, I'm hoping you're having good enough light that's helping you to see the video well, you know. I have some daylight shining through. I got 1, 2, 3, I got 4, 5 windows here. But it all depends on how the sun is shining. You know, is the sun behind the trees? All of that, all of those things matter when you're trying to get that perfect lighting for a video, you know. Like I said, got all the windows and curtains open, but if the sun isn't in the right place, the video won't look right. So I cannot wait till my light gets here. There's some salt. If you cannot use the salt, leave it out. Always tell you that, right? Let your family season their own, right? Just going with some pepper, and on purpose, I'm putting a nice amount. I do need to grab just a pinch or two of sugar. It's never enough sugar to make it sweet. Just enough to give it that umami taste, right? Make them say umami. They do every time. All right, lovely. Garlic powder. I cracked myself. Onion powder. And then I'll grab some sugar. If you wanted to put in a little bit of vinegar, or even some mustard. They both have the acidity, you know, that you're looking for. You can do that. So if you don't like vinegar, you can use mustard. If you don't want to use mustard, you can do vinegar, but just a splash of it. Right? You can even do lemon juice if you need it to. Then get the dog. Go ahead and give this tuna a nice stir around and see what we're looking like. I always like to tell everybody, don't dress your salad too much, whatever kind of salad it is. You don't want it to be too soggy, right? You don't want it to be too dry either, you know. So you start off with a little bit and then you add to. When you do that, you always move it in the right direction. You start off with too much, then you got to throw the whole thing away, right? So, all right, lovely. And I'm not putting relish, right? I'm not putting relish in mine. I have steered away from using relish a long time ago, years ago now. I used to use it. But now I don't. I just use a little bit of sugar in replace of the relish, and that's what satisfies me when I'm looking for that little bit of sweetness, right? And that was the sugar that I just put in. It's not a whole lot. We're going to taste it and see what we're looking like. And look at this consistency. I'm loving that consistency. I might not need no more mayonnaise, but I am going to give it a taste. If I taste it and it doesn't have that seasoning that I'm looking for, I'm going to season this thing again. Right, so let's go ahead, finish mixing it up. We'll go ahead and taste it right now. Let's see. I'm looking for that certain oomph that I'm looking for, you know. All right, let's see. Oh, that's good. I could just eat it right out the bowl like that. No crackers, no bread, no toast needed. That's good. When I tell you that tuna salad is delicious, oh my goodness, it has the perfect taste. I think some people struggle with making the tuna taste good. You can't just put salt and pepper and think it's going to taste good. Salt, pepper, and mayonnaise. No, put just some garlic powder. Put just some onion powder in that thing, right? And that's where the flavor comes in. A little bit of sugar, right? You can leave the sugar out, but I'm just going to do one of these sandwiches today for this video. I was going to do a couple, but one I'll do. All right. And like I said, where's my little twist thing? And like I said, hold on, I got off track when I couldn't find my twist that goes on. Now, for this sandwich, instead of using butter, and lately I've been doing this, anytime I make a sandwich that needs to be grilled, I replace the butter. You know how you butter the bread? I've been replacing it with mayonnaise. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll butter the bottom side, you know, of our bread. And then we'll do the top side once it gets into the pan. This makes a nice crispy golden brown toast that we're looking for. Not too much. Just get it on there, right? There you go, lovely. I'm using Swiss cheese today. All right, so let's go ahead and put our desired amount of the tuna. Man, I'm telling you one thing, that tuna tastes good. When you think of a tuna melt, it should have a ton of melted cheese. Melted cheese at the bottom and melted cheese at the top. So let's go ahead and put that Swiss cheese or your favorite cheese onto that side of bread. Okay. Oh yeah. Tuna. Just like this. And the cheese really serves as a barrier, and it helps for your bread to not be soggy. So this is not going to be a soggy sandwich because we have the cheese underneath. The cheese is going to be on top. And also, we didn't make this super wet. We took the time to let it drain in the sink, you know, to get rid of that extra oil or water. Let's put that second piece. Lovely. Okay, let's go ahead right into this pan. In this pan, I really just have a tiny bit of oil. It's cooking oil, vegetable oil. You use what kind you want, okay? That's just really so my sandwich doesn't stick, okay? It is a non-stick pan, but the oil helps too, you know. All right, lovely. I have this on a medium-high heat. Let's go ahead and put this mayonnaise side down. Gorgeous. And then don't bother it. And so now we have the chance to get that top piece of bread nice and buttered using the mayonnaise, okay? And this is how you make a tuna melt Gina Young style. Y'all, when I tell you you're gonna love this, oh my goodness. Yes, this is dinner. This is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. Have it whenever because it's so delicious. Yum, yum, yum. I'll probably have maybe, if I don't make another one of these for myself later, I'll just dip it with some crackers. Went ahead and flipped it over without you. We got some gorgeous color. That's what I'm looking for. Don't rush the sandwich. You want that golden brown. When you get this here color, that's what's going to make it taste spectacular. And don't forget, what chips are you guys having with this? Because if I had a choice, I'm having gripples with these every time. If you never tasted gripples, you need to taste them. Go ahead, we're going to cut the sandwich. I think we'll cut it triangle. Oh, that crisp. My goodness, the tuna, when I cut it, the tuna's bursting out the sides. The cheese is nice and melty. This is what you call a real tuna melt, Gina Young style. Make you some. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this recipe. Listen to me, I know. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. And Father, on today, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection and your love. Amen. Amen. And once again, to my beautiful prayer, you stay tuned. We're going to make us some Kool-Aid. We're going to taste it. And, of course, you're going to get that first bite. Yeah, you are. Making this Kool-Aid will help for my sandwich to cool down a little bit before I burn the daylights out of my mouth trying it for you all. So I'm going to go ahead and make it. I got tropical, I think, yeah, let me see. It's a tropical punch. Lovely. I'm still drinking my hot water too. You bet I am. Yes, I'm going to have a cup or two, just a small cup. Maybe like a 4 or 6 ounce. But I want me some Kool-Aid, so I'm going to have it, right? But the rest of the day, I'm definitely going to be drinking, you know, my hot water that I've been talking to you all about. I just had an apple Snapple that I absolutely love. So today was kind of like a cheat day for me when it comes to, you know, what I'm drinking on. Right? Oh man, that smells amazing. We got to put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours so it can get super cold. When I come back, we're getting ready to taste this tuna melt Gina Young style. Ready to taste? You're ready to taste? Let's do it. I'm going in. Look at that. It's so crispy, gorgeous. It smells great. All right. I was right. The Swiss cheese really makes this taste magnificent. Oh. Make you some. Thank me later.